Hello everybody, Ace here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'll be talking about Imperfection Wild, the comic series I've been working on, and the reason why I haven't been uploading. Hopefully I'll be able to animate the story. The panels are pre-drawn after all. Let's get into the backstory of the setting first. Imperfection Wild takes place on the continent of Harmonite. It is full of mountains, plains, rivers, and forests. That's why Solstice, or who I've been calling the main villain, decided this would be the perfect place to set up his power, as he wiped out the Unite tribes who had been living there for decades. He wanted a place where humans could be exactly what they wanted. Perfect. After Solstice took over, he set up some strict guidelines. First was only humans could live on the island, and no one could leave unless they were a sailor or a soldier. Even then, he sent some high-level official to make sure they came back if they were dead. Second was that no human could have magic by natural means. This means nothing like warlocks or sorcerers. Even with this magic rule in place, only a certain amount of people could have magic. Those people were high-ranking scientists chosen by Solstice himself. Now enter Sariel's mom. Sariel, or Sari for short, is the main character. She's the one with the dyed hair and red shirt on the front of this drawing. Anyway, her mom was a wizard on the Royal Science team. She wasn't too big on this whole perfect human idea and was planning her escape. That's when she met Sariel's dad, who was an elf spy who entered Harmonite to gain knowledge on how big Solstice's army was. They fell in love, and before they had Sariel, they had another character I will mention later in the story. Now, a few years passed, and Solstice found out about the traitor that was Sariel's mom, and had her and Sari's dad executed. Then he ordered Sariel and this other mystery character captured. While the mystery character escaped, Sariel was captured. Now, being the daughter of a wizard and a high elf, she had some magic that she wasn't able to tap into. And so, the scientists tested on her until she was given the blessing of wild magic. Now, the scientists thought that if they could take her magic away, it could help with more conquest. So 13 years passed with rigorous testing on Sariel, and that's where the story begins. The comic starts with Sari narrating her diary and stating that she needs help. She then explains about the history of Harmonite, or essentially what I just explained in a few comic panels, until she was interrupted by a guard. The guard explains that she had a visitor. This human visitor had a very familiar voice, and knew Sariel's name. When the illusion dropped, it was revealed that this human was not a human, but another half-elf. With some complex magic, the other half-elf was able to get Sariel out of the lab. Now this is where the first arc of the story ended, and it is revealed that someone else was reading the diary at the start of the second arc. These arcs are sections, as I've been calling them, and they consist of around 4 to 5 pages. So, the second section starts with Sariel being busted out of the lab, and this figure asking, why would Sari need help if she's out of the lab? Just then, Sari enters the house that this figure was reading the diary in, and states that they need help taking down Solstice. Sariel asks this figure to introduce themselves, and the figure introduces themselves as Akra Nemonis, a dragonborn sent by the Council of Unite to gather info on Solstice, as the Unite tribes wanted to take back their island. While this conversation was going on, however, the other half-elf is being chased by another human. When she was backed up against a tree, she confronts the human, saying that she wasn't going to give in to Solstice. The human replies that she was not working for Solstice, as she does not work for tyrants. Instead, this human figure, was working for the Wild Mother. She takes off her mask to reveal herself as Phoenix Blacktip, a human not working for Solstice, but trying to take him down. Then a voice enters the half-elf's head. This voice tells her that humans are evil. She's never been able to trust them, and tells Atala to take down Blacktip and keep her pact and her power, revealing that this other half-elf is named Atala and is in fact a warlock. She's snapped out of it by Sari calling for her sister to wake up Atala. Both Akra and Blacktip are confused at this random figure being called Sis and Atala, so the half-elf introduces herself as Atala. Sariel's sister and servant to the unknown. Then, the voice enters her head again. The voice is angry, saying that all she's done is disobey. The voice promised Sariel power, not Sariel. The voice promised Atala power. In return, Atala would do whatever this voice said. However, Atala has not been following the directions of this voice. The voice said that she was no servant or worthy of power. And the section ends the section of the comic ends with Atala's power being drained out. Now, I'm assuming you've put 2 and 2 together about the characters. Sariel is the half-elf up front, wearing that wearing the coat with the red shirt. Akra is the blue dragonborn on the left, with some sort of lightning spell. Blacktip is the human with the bow and arrow, revealing that she is a ranger. And up top is Atala. She probably has my favorite design because it has a bunch of Enderman colors, and she teleports a lot with magic. So, probably my favorite concept out of all these characters. Now, for all of you Location Luna fans, do not worry, I am working on the second chapter, or not really chapter, but second part to Location Luna. So hopefully I will be able to get that out soon. I just need to finish the story and, well, draw a speed paint of the cover. Anyway, yeah, Imperfection Wild is the reason I have not been uploading, and I'm super happy I can explain the story. Hopefully, I'll be able to share the story in more detail with the panels animated and stuff, but that is all I have time for today. I will see everybody in the next video, and I hope you guys are staying safe.